Hey everyone, happy Easter. I am so excited about today. Before we get started, there's only one thing that you need to know, is that this Easter service is for everybody. Teenagers, yes, that includes you, even college students, and if you're a kid, buckle up because this is going to be an Easter like never before. Adults, make sure you grab your whole family, and if someone isn't here, then pause this video because we are going to be starting in 3, 2, 1.
Easter. A time for fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies. And then there are the weird parts of Easter, like fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies, which is interesting. But what does all this stuff have to do with Easter? And if this holiday is about more than candy and wearing uncomfortable clothes to church and lunch with your relatives, what makes Easter happy?
Okay, hear me out. I think that there are two kinds of people in this world. Those who don't like the Easter candy Peeps and those who do like Peeps. I personally don't know how you can eat something so cute and grainy and gross, but that's okay. Everyone has their own opinion. So let's take a vote as a family. Sitting with your family, I want you to raise your hand. Who likes Peeps? Okay. And now who doesn't like Peeps? Alright, interesting results. It really doesn't matter how you feel about Peeps. All I know is you're all going to love this next game that we're going to play with Peeps. So, your family is about to be a part of the greatest Peep joust of all time. I'm going to explain how we're going to play the game and then I'll tell you when to start. So what's going to happen is you're going to pick 2 people from your family and 2 Peeps. Each person's going to get a Peep. Then each person is going to take a toothpick and put it in their Peep, probably in the middle, and make sure it's facing the other Peep. If you don't have Peeps, don't freak out, you can use big marshmallows. There will be a Team A and a Team B. You can pick fun names, you can split the family into 2 teams, and make sure you maybe decorate your Peep or marshmallow because that's just fun and more creative. Give it some personality. So once you draw on your Peep, come up with a team name, and have your Peep or marshmallow and your toothpicks, you're going to set the Peeps or marshmallows in the microwave. Kind of weird. But make sure the toothpicks are facing one another because your Peeps or marshmallows are about to joust in the microwave. Once that's set up, you're going to shut the microwave and time it for 45 seconds. I promise you they won't be in the microwave for 45 seconds. And honestly, don't keep them in the microwave for 45 seconds. Parents, trust me on this. So, once you hit go, your Peeps are going to start jousting and getting really big. The first Peep or marshmallow that has their toothpick get stuck in the other one wins the joust. And again, maybe the prize can be a toothpick or a Peep or a marshmallow, or maybe if your parents are really awesome, they'll give you money or bragging rights. Either way. So once you get that set up and you play your game, we really do want to see a photo finish of who wins and who loses and how melty your marshmallows or Peeps are with your winners. So make sure that you send us a photo, and now let the games begin. I'll wait here. Okay, time's up. Do we have some winners? Awesome. Okay, please make sure you send in some photos so we can post those on our student ministry page later. To be honest, it was way more fun than I thought it was going to be, and I kicked Victor's butt, but our new microwave needs a little bit of cleaning. That's okay. Okay, are we ready for another game? Yes? Okay, put down the yummy Peeps and the yummy marshmallows because for this game you're going to need a laundry basket and socks. Dirty socks, clean socks, doesn't really matter, your choice. But pause me and go and get the laundry basket and the socks, and then meet me back here and I'll explain this next game. Got your basket and socks? Great. Now choose 2 people to play. You'll also need 2 people to be scorekeepers. To get started, dump all the socks on one side of the room, and don't worry, those socks will make it back to the basket real soon. Then place the basket on the other side. When I say go, players will grab a sock, go through the pile to find the matching run, roll the socks together in the shape of a ball, or like an Easter egg, and then toss them like this, across the room into the laundry basket / Easter basket. The player with the most sock eggs in the basket at the end of the timer wins. If you don't have scorekeepers to help you count, you'll have to keep up with the number on your own. Is everyone ready? Great. We are going to put 1 minute on the clock, and this Easter shootout is going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Come back over here. So I think that the winners of every family for the sock game should get socks. I'm just kidding. But I do think if there is a winner in your family, make sure you give them a prize. Maybe because it's Easter, a peep. Maybe that'd be a good idea. I hope that y'all have had fun so far. We are celebrating Easter today, and if you don't know what Easter's about, I'm really excited that you're here because we're going to be talking about Easter later on. And so all you need to know about Easter so far is that it's a super happy and special day within the Christian faith. But before we get there, I know there's probably a lot of friends and family that you would want to wish a happy Easter during this time of quarantine where we can't all be together. So to make this happen, we have a few options. You can pause the video and pick one of the challenges on the screen and make sure that you wish all your peeps a happy Easter. So I just got like 9 texts from people that I absolutely adore, so thank you everyone for sending out texts. So I know that we're celebrating Easter a little differently this year due to circumstances, and that's totally okay. And like I was saying earlier, Easter is a super happy and special day for us. But why? It's not necessarily about the Easter baskets and the peeps and the sock games and the chocolate bunnies. It's about 1,000 years ago when we had our first Easter, and it's one of the most powerful stories to have ever existed, but so simple. Actually so simple, it can be told with laundry.
In the beginning, God created everything. He formed people in His very own image. But then, we turned away from God. Sin entered the world, like a dark stain. Still, God loved us so deeply that He made a plan to rescue us. At just the right moment, God sent His very own Son, Jesus, to live among us. Jesus healed hearts and minds and bodies. Thousands gathered to hear Him teach. Instead of giving lots of new rules, Jesus turned things upside down by making it simple. Love God. Love others. After 3 years of traveling and teaching, Jesus and His disciples entered Jerusalem to celebrate the Passover feast. Huge crowds gathered to welcome Him. But while the crowds cheered for Jesus, the religious leaders made plans to arrest Him. He was turning their world upside down, and they wanted Him gone. As Jesus celebrated the Passover meal with His friends, He told them that He would be leaving, but would return. His friends didn't understand. That night, one of Jesus' followers, Judas, led soldiers to arrest Him. The religious leaders gave Jesus a fake trial and then sent Him to Pilate, the Roman governor, who could have Him killed. Pilate found Jesus had broken no law and tried to release Him. But a mob called for Jesus to be killed. Pilate gave in and handed Jesus over to the Roman soldiers. Jesus was forced to carry the heavy beams of his own wooden cross. On a hill called Golgotha, the soldiers nailed Jesus' hands and feet to the rough wood. The soldiers and people who passed by laughed and mocked him. But from the cross, Jesus asked God to forgive them. Finally, Jesus called out, "It is finished." Then he died. The earth shook. Rocks split open. Even the soldiers cried, "Surely he was the Son of God." One of Jesus' followers took his body and placed it in a tomb cut from the rock. A huge stone blocked the entrance. Jesus' friends were devastated. They had believed that Jesus was the one God promised, the one who would rescue them, but now he was gone. Their whole world had turned upside down. Jesus' friends stayed hidden in fear for 3 days. But early Sunday morning, Mary Magdalene, a close friend of Jesus, hurried to the tomb. She planned to anoint Jesus' body with special spices. As Mary neared the tomb, she saw the stone had been rolled away. The tomb was empty. Mary turned to see a man standing near. She didn't recognize him until he said, "Mary." It was Jesus, alive. Jesus told her, "Do not hold on to me. I have not yet ascended to the Father. Instead, go to those who believe in me." Jesus, God's Son, became like us to lay down his life. Through God's power, he defeated death for all of us, and sin was washed away. One day, he's promised to return, so we can live with him forever.
We hear the story of Easter every year, and it still continues to amaze me. The fact that God sent his Son to save us makes me feel like he's greater than any bad thing I've faced. And the fact that Jesus literally rose from the dead is living proof that we can face bad things and we can have hope and strength to get through due to Christ. I like to think of it like this. I can because Jesus is alive. I can have hope because Jesus is alive. I can be brave because Jesus is alive. I can keep going because Jesus is alive. Here's an idea. Get with your families and add to this list. Maybe you need to pause the video and conversate about how you're going to fill in the blank. But answer the question, I can blank because Jesus is alive. Pause the video and make sure everyone answers for what works best for them, and then meet us back here. I love exercises like this because it reminds me God's taking care of me in my current circumstances now. The fact that the tomb is still empty shows he loves me and provides for me and makes a way for me. And also, proclaiming I can because Jesus is alive, sharing that truth over and over, makes the background noise of lies and stress and anxiety fade away, and they don't hold as much weight in my life. We really hope you've enjoyed today and having Easter with the family and playing fun games and talking about Jesus, and we hope that you've made new memories online. But we do have one more thing for you to do. You need to choose the most tech-savvy person in your family. Maybe that's your mom, your dad, an 8th grader, I don't know. Then you need to all go outside and take an Easter family photo. Pretty simple, but we want you to put a creative spin on it. Maybe this means wearing pajamas or doing the Snapchat bunny filter thing and making you all look like bunnies for Easter. Whatever it is, snap that photo, edit it, and then post it to social media so we can see your family style. But also maybe share some truth while you're posting on social media. Today's an awesome day to celebrate God's faithfulness to us and how we are now free and our sins do not have a hold in our life, and that we have the ability to be made new due to Jesus' sacrifice. That is such good news that everyone deserves to hear. So share that picture, share that truth, enjoy your family today, and remember what makes Easter so happy and special. We miss you guys, and we hope to see you soon. Happy Easter.
He's alive. He's alive. Oh, happy day, happy day. You wash my sin away. Oh, happy day, happy day. I'll never be the same. Forever I'm changed. I'll never be the same. When I stand in that place, realize meeting face to face, I am yours, Jesus, you are mine.